I was talking here. Right, this is the same question that we just attempted, but this time I'm going to solve it using this present value and task vector table, right? So here, the first column would contain the years, year one, year two, and year three, right? Can you hear me, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes,
sir,
sir.
you're audible.
Okay,
Done.
right, right. The second column would contain the cash flows here. I've, I'm writing the first cash inflow that is 5090, 4500, and 4000 here. Then the present value in trust factor. From where I will get this present value in trust factor? Obviously from present value in trust factor table, correct? So here's the table. You already know that. I'm just showing you its extract here. So for the first year, for year one, what would be my present value in trust factor here? Can you tell me?
0.9091.
Sir, the
Yeah,
last column. Yeah,
yeah,
right
last
on the
column,
right.
10% column, right? So it would be 0.9091, right? Next one,
Uh,
it
sir,
is GG.
sir, I'm sorry to interrupt. Sir, just one quick question. Sir, could you tell us if we can round off to like two decimal places?
No, no, no,
That
no, no,
just
no,
makes
no.
it easable. No?
No, 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 no. Please don't do that because these values, they are very minor differences in these values, right?
Okay, okay.
Please,
So we should.
for rounding, yeah, yeah,
Okay.
please write it because, okay, you can have to use the three figures after decimal point, but then you should be very clear about the rounding off method, right? You should be very clear
Okay.
about the rounding off method
Yes,
because
yes.
people just round off things. I'll show you one bad example where you must not round off and people do round off there, and that too in a very bad way, right? In the second half of the
Okay.
lecture, I'll discuss one thing. So
All right, sir.
please don't do that, right? So now here, this is 0.9091. For second year, it would be 0.8264. And for third year, it would be 0.7513.
1 3.
Right? So now how to calculate present value? On left side, there's a formula written. When we multiply future value by the present value in trust factor, we actually get the present value. So now for first year, I will multiply the first future value by the present value in trust factor of first year. So if I
Okay.
multiply it, I will get the future present value here. Similarly, if I multiply the second future value by the present value in task factor of second year, this is the value that I'll get. Then if I multiply the third future value by the present value in task factor of third year, this is the present value that we are going to get. So now how to calculate NPV? We have got present value of all cash inflows here. We have already, like we already know that what is our initial cash outflow. So I'll simply add all these present value of cash inflows minus this initial investment that is of 9,000. Is it clear to everyone?
Yes, sir.
Right?
Yes,
So
sir.
here we got the same thing that is 2351.32. Obviously, there would be some differences here because of that rounding off thing, but these differences would not be that much. Is it clear? This is very
Yes,
simple,
sir.
right? This is nothing difficult in that. So now, before let me check the time. Do we have enough time to move on to second example? Okay, okay. Now you may have your breakfast, right? We'll resume our class at what time? 10:35. Will that be fine?
Yes, sir.
10:35,
Yes,
right?
sir.
So yeah,
So yeah,
10:35
please
is
come
good.
back fresh. Come back fresh. And I'm really sorry for
Sure, sir.
uh that harsh words, but I was not actually expecting that,
That
right?
that was necessary, sir, I believe.